first of all, there are three options in life. And these options are based on having income, right? And I will talk about income. People will say life is not all about money. Life is about money. Not money to say it's all about accumulation of money, but because money is a resource. For you to move from sleeping on the floor to buying a bed, you need money. For you to be able to take care of your kids, you need money. For you to go to school, you need money. You understand what I'm trying to say? So these three options are focused on how you can generate income for yourself, how you can get income, this financial resource in your life. These are three ways. You need to have these options. You would know that you've saved your life if you at least cultivate, if you have at least one of these options. One, the academic option. The academic option is that it's about knowing the fact that you crack in school. Like you're just good in school. You are passer. I knew this thing when I was still in primary school. I knew it that, oh my God, I can do it. So when you know that, man, that's I can pass, and you even choose your subject stream that speaks to you, the science, hospitality, whatever it is, agriculture, and then you ace them. Those are the things that's academic performance. At the end of the day, you're gonna pass. Because if you know that that's your thing, academia is your line, then you would know that if I invest in it, at the end of the day, I'm going to pass. I'm going to excel. So when you excel, we're talking about now getting your results, whether it be, I'll just talk about the matric results. When you have your matric results, if you passed well, you have an option to go to school. You have an option to go to college. You have an option to go to a technicon. You have an option to go to university. You know what I'm trying to say? You're opening options for you in the line of academia. And if you continue with that thing of studying and performing, what are the chances of you graduate? You're gonna graduate. When you graduate, what's gonna happen? You're opening yourself to opportunities. You can get a job. You can start your own business with that academic qualification. You know what I'm trying to say? And as you continue with your academic ladder, with the academic journey, you're also developing other skills. You're being exposed to different environments, which also open you up to opportunities and possibilities. You understand what I'm trying to say? So the first lane is academia. You need to think now, you know yourself, you know if academia is your thing, if really you studied, you know you could actually perform. That could be your gateway, that could be your flight ticket to anywhere you want to be in life. Just because you're excellent in academia, I'm not saying you're going to end up being an HOD or something like that, or having a PhD. That is not necessarily what the path will look like for you. It's just about using it as your train, as your flight. You understand? As you travel with this academia, you'll be exposed to opportunities, possibilities. You understand what I'm trying to say? For example, moving from high school and then you go to university. University has different resources, different people, opportunities. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can even end up launching your own business in university because you've been exposed to some innovation, competition, or something like that. You understand? There's some internship programs in university. You understand what I'm trying to say? So academia, that's the first lane. The second lane is entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurial lane, an option to start your own business. An option to start your own business, there are people who know. And with the entrepreneurial option, this is about you having an option to start your own business. That's how you can save your life, by starting your own business. And I know the various ways we get into a business. There are various sources of business ideas and business opportunities. Right now, I'm specifically focusing on your talent. I'm talking about you being able to do makeup, you being able to do the hair, you being able to fix phone, shoes, to sew, to do whatever it is that you know how to do, to sing, whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's about creating a job for yourself, creating income for yourself, that option. And this thing, it doesn't have to wait for you after you finish school. You could actually even be knowing right now, maybe you're in grade 9, but you already know that you have this specific talent, you know, and you start cultivating that talent. You start, it's just that our society and our system is not designed, our education system is not designed to accommodate people who are not meant for the academic route. People who have talents, who are born to be artists, who are born to create stuff, you understand? It doesn't accommodate, it doesn't accommodate such people. But I implore you to take the leap, to brave this thing, to say, no, man, I know this is how things go, but I know what I want. I know what I'm capable of doing. I know I can start my own business. You know what I'm trying to say? So, saving your life, an option of entrepreneurship can actually save your life. You deciding to say, you know what, I'm going to stop trying to get into school. You could have passed your matric right now, and then you are 32 or something like that, and then you're like, you know what, and you've been trying to apply to FET college, it's been hard, with NSFAS or whatever it is, or you don't know who the kids will be, who will look after the kids, anything like that. You could decide right now to say, you know what, I know how to do her, I know how to do that, I can get into business. Or if you don't have a readily available talent, you can develop a particular skill. You could say, you know what, I'm interested in doing hair, but I don't know, I haven't really done hair in a long time, or I've never done hair. So I'm just going to go on and do that one course of hair braiding, whatever, the hair thing, the hair business. And then you get trained, sometimes only for a day, 3 days, and then boom, you're in business. And then you start investing in your business. When it comes to business opportunities, there are lots of them out there. We're not yet there. We're not there with this video. But there are lots of support systems that are there for you as an entrepreneur. So what I'm trying to say is, becoming an entrepreneur is also an option for you. So maybe instead of forcing to go back to school and trying to register with UNISA, FET college, or, maybe start your own business. And if really you want to go to college or to school, after 3 years, you would have raised money to go to school. You can take yourself to school. How about that? So the third option that you have is employment, right? So I talked about the academia route, where you invest in your academic talent and you take in, you go on, you excel. You just make it your mission to excel in your school, right? And the second thing is about, you're taking the route of self-employment. You're going to start your own business. You're going to monetize your gift, your skill, your talent, right? The third option is employment. It's about a job, getting a job, which is what a lot of people are looking for, right? And there are no jobs. And this is why it is hard. Why it is hard for you to get a job. This is because there are a lot of you who are looking for jobs, right? And also with companies, you need to understand that you need to be different. So with the employment route, so right now I'm talking to somebody who is unemployed. You could be any age, you finished school, you're not in school, you're home, and you want a job, right? So this is what happens, and you don't have a skill at all. Okay, you may be having some skills, but I'm just talking about someone, people would say, what kind of job are you looking for? And they say anything. I'm talking about you guys. A person who just want a job because you just want income. This is how you go about helping you have options when it comes to jobs, or making you competitive, putting you at advantage so that you can be able to get that job. Decide what kind of job you want. Don't say I want anything. Decide. If you want to be a cashier, decide that's a cashier. If you want to be an executive assistant, a call agent, a call center agent, whatever it is, decide. Let's say, for example, you want to be an executive assistant, right? You've decided. Go on Google. That's the first thing, right? Go on Google and search about the duties of an executive assistant, right? Okay, this is what they do, this is what they do, this is what they do. This is what is expected of you, your roles and responsibilities. And then go on YouTube and Google to search how to become an executive assistant. Like what I'm trying to say here is that how to be a better or the best executive assistant. It will teach you about how to do diaries, how to answer calls, how to write emails, things like that. You need to know those things. Here, I'm not talking about you going to school and then you learn theory. I'm talking about you knowing how to do the job. Because nowadays, when you get an interview, you're less likely to be interviewed to be asked to hear an interview saying, "Tell us about yourself." Oftentimes nowadays you will find that they will put you in job. Like if you're applying for a receptionist job opportunity, you will get there, and then they will put there, and then the phone will ring. They will say, "Answer it." Imagine if you just decided, you know what, I want to be a receptionist. You didn't do any homework. But imagine if you just took, even if it's a year or 3 months, to just learn how to answer calls, how to be the best receptionist without working anywhere. And then that's the first advantage, because nowadays, the people who get jobs are the people who know how to do the job. It's not necessarily about the qualifications, because you can have them but not know how to do the job. But it is best to pitch, to come to somebody who is a business owner, to say, "I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you." If you're an executive assistant, you study about executive assistant and how to become an executive assistant. You can go to small business owners to say, "I can do the invoicing for you." You understand what I'm trying to say? And this also goes back to the entrepreneurial part. If you know how to be an executive assistant, you've learned about doing that thing. You can decide to start a business and you become a virtual assistant for 10 businesses and you do the invoicing for them. You understand? You answer emails for them. If you want to get into marketing, learn, go to Google, go to YouTube, read books, download books on YouTube, on Google. There are some PDF books. And then you learn how to do the job. What I'm trying to say here is stop obsessing over getting a lot of certificate in computer, certificate in that. Go learn how to do the job. Learn how to do it. Learn how to do it and then go pitch. And even when you write the CV, you show them this is what you can do. You're selling what you can do. You may not have worked before, but this is what you know how to do. You spend, in your summary, in your intro, tell them that you spent the past 3 months focused on learning how to become a receptionist. I know how to do it. Test me.